So the big question is, where do I go from here? I've been trying to pick myself up a little bit and try, you know, it's a nice day. And I don't know if you watched the kind of last video, but I lost a few things. I lost all of it, every pig and potato. Do you know what I mean? So where do I go from here? You know what I mean? I'm kind of pondering the potatoes, to be honest. And now that I know they're all done, I'm even struggling just to like clear them away. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, that's a task that I just don't want to do, but I'm going to have to. But there's a few things, do you know what I mean? Yeah, we had a lovely Christmas dinner with the boiled potatoes. The parsnips were outstanding, to be honest, outstanding. But there's more work now than what I wanted to do. Like I say, I've got to, normally you don't even bother thinking about work when your potatoes are all right, you know, but like I say, these are just, oh God, I'll just get my hands all bloody, can you see? They're just like, so a bit of advice. What I want to do is just get them buckets and just tip the whole lot on there, and that's it, and forget about it. Do you know what I mean? And turn it in or whatever. They'll not grow it, they'll not. I mean, oh, look at bloody hell, man. It's just, they're like little reservoirs. Can I do that? Let us know. You know what I mean? Because I've never come across this situation. I've never lost every single potato going. So that's one thing. I don't know if it was me sound going a bit there with the wind. The other thing is, and again, I feel like just ripping them up, to be honest. The chard. I suppose that, I know Steve said he's gonna just cut them back and they'll come, but I probably will do that. I don't know where that plastic thing's come from. You know, that I'm just gonna kind of bin all that. I think it's some sort of chicory, excuse me. I've just had a late breakfast and it was quite a big one. So, and again, you know, like, some of the lettuce just got kind of knocked. The onions seem all right, and I'm hoping that frost was a good little kickstarter for the garlic. And funny enough, this lettuce I'm just bloody loving. I can't remember, I've got it in my thing so I'll be able to show what it is. It's almost like bulletproof. You know, you can see certain other varieties are kind of just pulling through. But this stuff, and it's got a lovely bite and texture to it as well. So this is going to have to go. I've got a feeling, you know, these onions, let's just pull one up, probably covered in, no they're not. I thought they might have had like white rot on them already, but no, they're all right. Take them as like just spring onions. Well, they are spring onions, but, well, that's, should I say, that's what I grew them for. They're actually onions, so they might come as like dead early onion sets. You never know, like me Japanese onions there. So there's a couple of things that are just bothering us. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, well, to be honest, there was quite a number of who got caught out like that with the potatoes. Do you know what I mean? Hello everyone. It's a gang. We've formed a little gang. But to come in here, and this is like top notch, to be honest. I'm so impressed. There, look at, I lost one. What the hell? I lost one lettuce. Do you know what I mean? We got down to -5 here. Couple of, well, I don't know if that's the kind of style. A couple of the edges there got burnt. But again, this salad and a Kos salad, just okay. Fine on there, yes, I did lose them beans, and I'm, you know, to be honest, they were the ones that I was kind of, I knew I would lose them, but you know what I mean, that's just a thing. But what I want to do then, is pick some lettuce. Do you know what I mean? Get a nice bit of crop of lettuce going there. And I'm only doing the kind of, can you see us there? I'm only doing the Charlie Dowden, you know, take a leaf or two off each plant. I can get them in for a nice little salad. There you go then. Not bad, not bad. Cost us a plant, but you know what I mean. It's that. I mean, what was actually, you know what it is? I have remembered. It's my wife. It's our anniversary today. Yes, 27 years. I mean, we got together when we were kids, but we got married 27 years ago. So, but where was I? I can't remember what was I going to say. Can't remember. Was that? Oh, I think it was going to talk about what we're going to do in the garden. Just come with me. So, as the title suggests, where do we go from here? And what do I want to do? What do I want to grow? I would like to grow. I know it sounds a bit weird, like a couple of more like indoor things, you know, or kind of modern techniques. You know, I like that cracky system that Steve and JB's been doing. I like that idea, you know. And what I might do is use me 2 green tubs that I've got. See one over there. Actually, I've just left that in the bloody sunlight as well. That might be brittle, but use that, you know, and do maybe like a cracky system and that. But why don't I just try a couple of different things? Can you see us in the pitch dark? Golly hell, man. It has totally knocked us, the potatoes. I'm just like, they're hard work, you know what I mean? I might just do a couple of buckets, a couple of like Charlotte buckets, and then be done with it. Do you know what I mean? And that's concentrate on something else. I want to come over here. Well, I'll just goody. Look at that, man. Bloody sprouting broccoli's looking all right though. Still, I want to split my rhubarb, so that's kind of a job coming up. I have to dig that crown out and split it, and you can kind of see, you know, there's some nice where I just like straight down the middle, because there was 2 put in there, and actually didn't I plant some daffodil bulbs in there as well. So, but I want to split it and get that bed, because this is a great little site for the rhubarb, you know. What else do I want to do? Not as many. Well, I think I want to just kind of, not like I did loads of tomatoes this year, bloody hell, loads of tomatoes, and I'm just thinking, because now I'm like retirement, you know what I mean? I'm finding that I haven't got much time. No, I've got a little bit of time, but you know, like you go away the odd weekend, and I'm kind of relying on folks to kind of water the plants and that. And I mean, even if I've had like just 10 tomatoes, I'd still have to rely on folks. But we do seem to be going away more, just for little weekends, and that was the whole, you know, one of the kind of whole things of retiring is just spending more time with my wife, you know what I mean? So yeah, I want to do more beans this year as well. I've had a good crop, but I would like a few more, you know what I mean? And I especially like the dwarf beans, and I could kind of really go heavy on the dwarf beans, because I think they're way easier than the climbing beans. I mean, the climbing beans look lovely, but you can just get a nice crop from dwarf beans. And if I don't kind of take up loads of space with potatoes, then there's more space for that. Ideally, you know, I'd love to kind of just sneakily guerrilla grow stuff in here, you know what I mean? Just kind of, it's never going to get used. I've asked the council, but I think we're only allowed 1 allotment. But this just, you know, be a great little project just to get it. Do you know what I mean? I could get it singing, to be honest. But I might do like a little couple of, I'm saying, I could put some potatoes in there and just like let them grow. I'm just having a little look there at my strawberries. They seem all right. But I'm not sure if I need to dispose of this. Keep the netting, but dispose of them. They're still there. Actually, that one's gone off. I wonder if the frost's getting them. There's a little one. I think they're just struggling to get through this. Yeah, I'm all right. I thought. There's a little one as well. They're there. It's just the wind's blowing them, I think. So, in theory, in summary, less potatoes, possibly less tomatoes, I don't know, because I want to try. JB's got us excited with chilies, but I know it's such a kind of long season and I've got to be very careful with like electric, we all have, you know. Regarding me setup back home, let me just sit down and have a chat about it. I've actually hit the summary before I've kind of finished. I would like to, I've got to approach my wife and ask her to shift that bed out of the Pottymouth Garden Club studio combo thing. I need that out, to be honest. If I can get that bed and chair out, maybe, you know what I mean, work on my wife, then maybe get some sort of grow station there. You know, I know we took you around and I went to the house, and that would be fine, my son's window, but, you know, 4 chilies, 4 tomato plants, the whole thing's took up and that's it. Do you know what I mean? Where I've actually already got on that table, and I'll put a little photograph here, the onions, you know, because we did like a Boxing Day special on the Pottymouth Garden Club and we've sown onions. It's a Boxing Day tradition that's been passed down. Steve said his granddad did it, everyone does it, you know, in the old world, gardeners. So we had a sow off on the Pottymouth Garden Club. Do pop over to that, that's fantastic, to be honest. I love that, kind of keeps us sane. So I'll be struggling with space in the son's room, I think. So if I can just have a chat with my wife, how do I approach that? So I want to do, in summary, I want to do like a couple of these cracky things. I want to actually, would you believe, possibly print my own, this is a future thing, print my own hydroponics setup, or get into hydroponics if I had the spare bedroom, you know what I mean, the room. Anyway, no potatoes, or not many potatoes. I'm really annoyed with myself with the potatoes, to be honest. Am I waffling? I am. Go home, Tony, have a cup of tea, just come right out with it and just ask Melanie, just say, hey, listen, can we shift that bed? See you soon. Oh, man! Have a good New Year. Yes, get a New Year's resolution going. Get it. If you haven't got a garden, get a bloody garden, get an allotment. There is, to be honest, there's loads of bloody allotments. Get an allotment and then start watching them. But have a fab New Year. Thank you so much for kind of, you know, watching these bloody videos. More just, what, it's a cold day. I'm sitting on a cold bit of wood there. You're watching us do that, but it's lovely. Thank you honestly, thank you so much. Take good care. Keep me bloody arm. Look after yourselves.